This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so I think we can go to start. Yeah. So who's already joined? Mastan, Chandra, Nishant, Konda, Uday. So hi everyone. So let
Hi.
me, yes,
Hi, sir.
let me,
Good morning.
morning. So let me introduce myself. First, I am Rakesh. I have 9 years of experience total. In total 9 years of experience in D365 on the AX modules. So I am working as a senior consultant, one of the gold partner company from Microsoft, and I am a certified consultant also. Yes. Let me share my screen. So today here we are going to demonstrate the finance training sessions, what we are going to teach and what is the exact subject contents. Okay, let me share my screen so that we can. Yes, hope you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So today the finance training, what we are going to showcase, and today agenda. Let me just showcase the agenda, what we are going to. So this is the agenda, guys. Content. Okay, what I have prepared that content on D365 overview. What is D365 on overview? How it look like? Then questionnaires. Okay. So let me go to the content. Here you can see, guys. Here, this is the content what I have prepared for finance. Basically, before we are going to start any training, or first of all, we need to understand what is the ERP. So here, that ERP stands Enterprise Resource Planning. It means it is what ERP, exact ERP. So it is combination of all modules in one place. Previously, earlier there is a no ERP. They are using business peoples. They are using one of the different softwares for the different businesses purposes. For example, I can say here there is a one business that is production manufacturing, but they require all at one place. For finance purpose they will use some other software, and sales purpose they will use some other software previously earlier. But once ERP came into picture, the completely the solution at one place in ERP level. What here, yeah, D365 or some other ERPs also, what exact ERP means? The combination of all modules in single platform. Okay. Next, Dynamics D365 versions. So first of all, let me explain what is Dynamics D365 and how it is working. Okay. So previously there is a D365 called as Accepta AX. Before 20 years back, the Microsoft they have started with Accepta, then that is converted as a AX 2022 R2 R3. This is versions, guys. Okay, R2 R3. Last 4 years, the Microsoft upgraded as a cloud version D365. Okay, previously when they using the AX Accepta, yes. Hello.
Rakesh, you can continue.
Okay. So previously, earlier, before cloud version, there is a Accepta. That is not ERP. That is actually system server based. So on premises. What happened? What is the difference between on premises and cloud based? Okay, on premises means the every user need to be install the software in his desktop. But here, once the cloud version is came, then we will get the one cloud link, so you can easily get into the in software. So we don't need to maintain all servers in our desktop. So that is the main difference of on-premises and D365 cloud base. Coming to the end users and consultant. So basically, when we are going to become a consultant, then we need to know what is the difference between end user and consultant. Okay, so end user means in one organization, he is working for that organization, he is posting that entries day-to-day activities base. So I can say as accountant is a end user. We are a consultant means we will not do the daily activities for client, but we will prepare a system, we will maintain, we will configure a system based on the data, client data. So here I can say there is a lot of difference between end user and consultant. Okay, end user always he will pass the regular activities. Consultant will provide the system to end user to post the entries to support them. Okay. Next topic, number sequence, guys. Number sequence. Why I have mentioned here, number sequence is a heart of the D365 or any ERPs, Accepta or AX 2012. Okay, number sequence. How it will be number sequence? Any transaction, any company related. So, for example, any business over we are taking the any business. So there is some purchase, sales, lot of activities is going on every transaction. Management wants to record with one number because after 5 years, after 6 years, they want to track the purchase order number or sale order number. So any kind of the transaction, it should be a one number. So number sequence is very important for the 365. Coming to the workflows, this workflows, what exact workflows? Okay, so whenever there is in every organization there is a different departments and different business unit, department wise there is a work will be going on. So for example, if higher management, there is a end users, accountants, whenever accountants passing that entry, purchase order or some other entry, that should be proper approvals they want to maintain, then workflows need to be configured in our D365. Each and every module workflows will be available. Okay, for the not for the tracking, for the approval purpose we will configure the workflows here. Yeah, posting profiles, I think I will explain this one later because first of all you need to understand what is the exact postings. Yeah. So posting profiles and project implementation methodology, I will explain this one last. Okay. So next, purpose of training. Why this training? Why it is required? Okay, this is purpose. Why? So end of the day, and our agenda is we need to get the job, and not only for the job, and we need to understand the business analysis, because if you are survey as a consultant, most of the things you need to understand, because how the business is going on from client side. Okay, here we are not teaching about only D365, but as well D365 at the same time business overview, how business is going on, how we are mapping with their business in D365. So we will provide the real-time, complete real-time scenarios, you guys. Okay. Then career opportunities and after training. I can say here, uh, if I am fast, you can just stop me if you're understanding. Okay. Yes. Career opportunities after training. So how basically every person have the some confused here. So after training, how the market is now, the D365 on AX market. Okay, I can say here the huge market is available because we are the we are the top of the top ERP. I can say the Microsoft is a brand. You can just imagine there is a SAP and Microsoft. Previously, most of the peoples don't know the what is the Microsoft also Microsoft, but nowadays it is our Microsoft is going. It is a one of the competitor of SAP. Yes, huge demand is there, but whenever after we are getting the cloud version D365, there is a more sales is happening. Once the sales is happening, our consultant work will be more. Okay, they require the consultant. Lot of openings is available. I can say here, yes. Course planning duration, it should be 40 working days. Each every day 1 hour session I'm going to take. This is what is exact overview of D365, but let me go to the exact finance. Okay, so here just I want to showcase what is exact. Now I think all of from commerce background only, right? Okay, so here you can see in finance I am going to cover 6 modules: general ledger, accounts payable, budgeting, cash and bank management, account receivable, fixed asset, and taxation. So I'm going to teach these all modules for finance level. In every module, I have just mentioned here every main important topics here. Okay, ledger and subledgers and account structure. In D365, how it will be account structure. So, for example, every organization they are maintaining the ledger accounts. In ledger accounts, we need to map in D365. Ledger account means nothing but our expense or revenue. That is, we will call as a ledger. Okay. So before going to this, I want to just showcase image for every finance consultant. The golden rules of accounting. It is mandatory to know. Why? Because in each and every activity or every business scenarios, it will be depend on financial records. It will be depend on debit and credit. So I will suggest one thing here. Okay, everyone just go through the golden rules before starting the training. What is exact real account, personal account, nominal account, when it is debit and when it will be credit. So you will get that more clarification on this. Okay. So coming to the general ledger. In general ledger module, just I have mentioned here all important topics here. Okay, ledgers and subledgers, account structure, how we are going to maintain the currencies in system, calendar. So, for example, based on that, localization based on the country, the calendar will be changed. So we will, as a consultant, we need to configure all these things. Calendars and foreign currency revaluation, how it will be work, foreign currency revaluation and journal names, day-to-day activities, and intercompany setup. Intercompany setup, it is what intercompany setup. So we, some example, there is some group of companies. You are maintaining the group of companies, so you need to be maintain the intercompany setup for the relation between one A company to B company. So yeah, allocation journals. Coming to the accounts payable, vendor masters, payment terms, method of payments, and this one I am not going to teach each and everything, but just I am going to overview here. Okay, method of payments and payment schedule. What is the payment schedule and method of payments? How it will be work in D365? Because once where configuration done from consultant side, then only user can use these options. Otherwise, end user cannot use the system. Okay, PO process, purchase order process, invoice process, vendor settlements. Coming to the budget, budget is, this is a, I can say this is small topic, but small module, but every organization wants to maintain the budget. Any of the time. So they want to control their expense. They should maintain the budgeting planning. So here budget codes, budget groups available. So for example, I can say there is a different budgets needs to be configured. Okay, budget group wise and budget control configurations. The configurations available in D365 budget registers. So overall here, what exactly budget will done? Budget will control the all your expenses. You can track in every time, each and every transaction posting time, what is my budget for this year, for this expense? What is my PO budget? What, how much amount I have the budget for PO, purchase orders? So we can configure system like that. Coming to the cash and bank management. Okay, here we will create a masters of bank accounts and petty cash, bank charges, checkbook generation. How in India we are using the checkbooks. Okay, most of the other countries they will not use checks. They will pass that electronic payment. So here we will showcase that we will teach you checkbooks generations and PDC process, bank reconciliation. Coming to the account receivable, I can say here that accounts payable and account receivable both are similar activities. Because all payment terms and method of payment, it will be same for vendor and customer most of the times. So here in purchase order level, the purchase process, purchase flow for purchase order and GRN, it will be happen. And sales time, the customer will be in picture. Sales order and sales quotation, sales customer invoice, customer payment, settlements, customer settlement, aging definition. Aging definition, how it will be aging definition? When user wants to take the report, customer balance report with different periods. So aging report will be helpful for that. Okay, customer late fee. If some example customer is paying late, so we can configure the late fee and credit letter of notes for this. Coming to the fixed asset masters and fixed asset acquisition and adjustments. After fixed asset purchase, there is some adjustment also need to be done. Then here, this is the way we need to do fixed asset depreciation methods. And as per the India law, or as per the every country, they have the rules and regulation how the depreciation will be calculated for the based on that country for the fixed asset. Okay, based on that fixed asset value, fixed asset books and fixed asset transfers and fixed asset disposals and scrap. Then finally inventory to fixed asset. Many of the companies, what happened, they have the huge inventory that will be, they want to convert as a fixed asset, so they will not sell that item, they want to convert as a fixed asset, so we can convert that one also. Coming to the taxation part, this is purely localization. So what happened? This tax, it is completely dependent country. If we are in India, there is a previously earlier there is a VAT is available, but now the GST came on picture. Same like that, many of the countries using VAT, many of the countries they are using GST. So we are going to teach GST and HSN codes. HSN codes, it is mandatory for item in India. Okay, SAC codes, this is service related transaction purpose. And VAT we are going to teach for other countries like Dubai or Saudi Arabia, US. Okay, and TDS and TCS. Finally, custom duty process. If we are purchasing the import process, we need to be maintain the custom duty. That one we will how to configure in D365 we will teach you. Okay, coming to the reports here, you can see the financial reports. Every organization they should maintain the reports. How my profit is, how my balance sheet it is showing. Okay, so how my vendor balance it is showing, how much my customer need to be paid. Okay, so most of the reports we will generate and we will showcase to you on P&L balance sheets. Some customized reports also, how to maintain, how to prepare the SSR reports. So for example, these are our reports, default reports, but SSR reports, like there is some other kind of SSR reports, we need to prepare that kind of as per the business requirement, we will teach you that one. Coming to the documentation part, every consultant should have the capability to prepare a document, because in every consultant he need to be map business requirement in as a document. So for example, now I am a consultant, I am working as a consultant for one of the project. So what I need to be done, there is a so let me explain the two-step methodology, then you will understand here. Two-step methodology, exactly what is the two-step methodology? Okay, Microsoft always they are suggesting to follow the implementation purpose two-step methodology. Okay, there is a lot of project implementation methodologies available like Agile and Waterfall like that, but Microsoft will suggest two-step methodology process. What is two-step methodology? Why we need to be follow two-step methodology for implementation of project? Every consultant, so for example, if you are going to join another some XYZ company, okay, then what is your exact role? You need to be there is a kind of there is a different kind of works is available. Okay, so for example, if you are going to do a new implementation, then you have the one project manager. That project manager will prepare a two-step methodology process, project plan. Okay, two-step methodology. What exactly here our consultant role? First of all, we will analysis the business from client. Okay, from client, what we have analysis done, then we need to be preparing FRD for that. So I have the one record what is exact business requirement from client. Then after FRD preparation, you have prepared that FRD, then you need to be prepare a fit and gap analysis. In business requirement, what is available in D365 and what is not available in D365. If it is not available in D365, you need to prepare a FTD to submit your technical team. Here, guys, there is a different kind of consultants need to be work for one project. Okay, we are working as a finance consultant. Same like that, someone will be work as a SCM consultant, and some technical consultant also will be work for us. So all together, we will complete one project. So here, if system is not supporting for business requirement, we will prepare FTD and we will submit to our technical team. He will develop the process, then he will deploy After that, we will provide the CRP session. CRP session means what we have prepared in document FRD. That FRD, each and every process we need to be showcased to user. Once he confirm, then we will ready for go live. Okay, this project related we will go deep on in future. Okay, but this is mandatory for each and every consultant. Two-step methodology. Yeah. So I have explained what we are going to cover and what we are going to support. Now, just let me take the system. How the DT65 overview. Okay. Okay. So, Amar, hope you were able to see my DT65 screen, right? Hello. Hi, guys.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can able to see.
Okay, great. So this is the overview of D365. D365, as I said, in AX, we need to install the software in our desktop. But here, what I am going to do, just I am getting this link from client. Okay, whenever you're joining one company, so they will provide a D365 link to you. You need to be login as a you need to be login. After login, system will be showcased like this. Okay, you can see here this is a DT65 dashboard with different areas. I can say here this is the you can see here the calendars and work items assigned. Okay, I can see the calendar and work items assigned. Yes, I informed to you as a workflow. Okay, some of the users they are assigned to me. Okay, this task pending from my side, so system will showcase here what items assigned to me and what I need to be take action for this. And this is the taskbar. Here you can see search panel. Some example, you know the one sales order process, sales order creation, but you don't need to be go to module wise. Simply you can search here. Okay, sales. If you're trying to search here, then you will get the all information about sales agreement, sales orders, all related stuff here. Okay, then coming to the here you can see legal entity. Legal entity nothing but a company. So in D365 terminology we will use legal entity in one environment. Now this is my D365 environment. Okay, based on the business, based on the your client. So for example, if I am going to implementation for Reliance not a single company, single legal entity. They have so many sister companies, so many parent companies is there. So there is a in D365 system will support multiple companies. We can configure here. You can see here this is legal entity board, legal entity information. You can see these all are my companies. Okay, one environment can use multiple legal entities. This is not for single company. Okay, they most of the companies they will use group companies is available. At the same time, single companies also they are using they are using this one. Okay, and coming to the this one. Okay, this is notification. As I told, okay, whenever you can see here, whenever your pending actions are any Microsoft related release notes. So, for example, Microsoft release a one update for you. Okay, then you will get that message here. And if any workflow or any purchase order is pending from your side, you need to be submit or you need to approve. Then your all notifications you can see here. This is nothing but only just notification for notification. Okay, these settings here you can see different user options. And user options, once I click on user options, this is my work area, so I can choose any color of any color. So you can see here the panel also the color will be going to change. Then preference, this is my default company, so now it is DAT. So I want to make one company for default, then you can sign here. This is why on remaining all stuff is there, which time zone you are working and which country for you are working. So yes. Then coming to the task recorder, it is like nothing but a recording. So for example, you are doing one task, purchase order flow, purchase process. So you want to maintain the record, that one you don't need to the screen recorder here. In D365 itself you can record the whatever you are going to do the all activities. Okay, so once you're on the task recorder, then you are going to click on modules and all things, you are doing the all activities, then automatically system will record and system will provide you as a word, MS Word or PDF format like that. Okay, coming to the mobile apps, this mobile apps it will be help to we can use the in D365 some of the inventory related and warehouse related activities in our mobile. Most of the users, what they will do, they will install the inventory on hand mobile app, so they can see in a mobile, in every time they can check what is my inventory, on hand inventory, how much quantity is available. So like this there is a different uh, mobile apps available. So some of the for finance and the same purpose we will use this mobile apps in our phone. Next you can see here, this is feedback. If you want to provide the feedback to Microsoft, so for example already you are working as a consultant, you need to be send the feedback to Microsoft, then you can send the feedback here, what's exactly what in mind. So it will go to the Microsoft team. Okay, then help, if you want to any help, so you don't need to be uh, asked to some other one, but here there is an option, you can just simply, so for example you don't know where is that sale order. Okay, just you can type here all related data, it will be available, it will come like this. Support when we are as I said, implementation and support both are different. Implementation, when if you are working as a support consultant, then so for example user is have the issue, you don't know the solution, then you need to be submit the support request to Microsoft. Then user can send the support to Microsoft. Microsoft will help you for the solution. Okay, and you can share the ideas. And this one trace file is not for us. This is for technical related. For any debug purpose, they will use the trace file. About this is now we are into 10.0.21 version. Okay, so it will showcase that what is your version details. And coming to the left side here, this is the home button. When I'm clicking on home button, it will be go to the home page. And next you can see here favorites. Okay, so this is it. It will be help to users because purchase manager. So he need to be continuously doing the purchase process. He don't want to go modules and select the accounts payable and all purchase orders. Okay, whenever he is selecting here, there is a add favorites, all purchase orders. Now you can see here my favorite is all purchase order available. I don't need to go module wise. I can just simply go to the favorites. I will go to the all purchase orders from the here. Recent activities. This is recently which activities I have done. It will be showcased like that. So, for example, I run the. I have created one expense journal. Okay, it will showcase here what you have done recently. Finally, this is workspace area. Workspace, nothing but this is user friendly area. User, if you want to see, if you want user want to see the records or transactions, okay, in workspace area, then he can just you can see here. Here it is showing as a list, but here it is showing as a one table level. Okay, so once I'm clicking on bank management, user will get the data, how many banks the legal entity have, how much balance of bank. So relate the kind of information it will provide. You can see here my all banks information you can see. On bank reconciliation open, there is nothing open, all banks. Okay, so this is the my related information. User can take that information from workspaces easily. You can see here it is for all modules, not only for finance. Here SCM activities and production activities, all kind of activities available as a workspaces. Now let me go to the modules. Modules, this is a heart of the Microsoft D365. Whenever user or consultant, we are working on modules. This is the area we are going to work. Okay, based on finance consultant, we need to be configure accounts payable, account receivable. As I said, 6 modules. That 6 modules we need to configure. We need to be work on this configuration. You can see here, as I told, end user and consultant. You can see every module there is a setup. On setup, let me collapse. Every module setup and above there is a work area. Okay, entries purpose. What end user will do? End user will work his work. When end user will pass the entries from here, customer. He will use this all tabs, not setup. From setup, consultant jump here. Consultant need to do the all setups here. This is our job. Okay. Above setups, this all areas, end user will pass the entries. End user will use this one. Every module Same like this, every module we have the, here you can see every module there is a two options available, collapse and expand all, collapse, expand all. Okay, it will be take detailed level. Okay, so you can see these all are more than 30 modules is available. For finance, we are going to implement, we are going to configure 6 modules as of now, and there is some new modules also came. We will include that one also, asset leasing kind of things. Okay, so let me go to once again my PPT. Anything is okay. I think I have done from my end. Okay, if you have any questions for this, you can ask me.
Rakesh, you can stop that recording so that we'll take the questions.
Yes. So give me 1 minute.
Okay, let me do my end.
Yeah.